enough information considering it seems like an extremely liquid stock. It's currently at around 37.2. And well, on the whole, it's not a stock that we usually discuss. But Jignesh, I'm going to throw it over to you anyway. What's your view here on this one, if you have any information on this one?
Yeah, I think the way chart is panning for this counter, the stock has taken quite a beating from around 56 levels to 32 levels recently. Although it has given a jump recently, but that is not that can be termed as a dead cat bounce, because I cannot see great volumes in here. The stock is I think erratic over the few days. I think this stock should, it is better to take an exit view out of this counter.
Okay, Jignesh, we have one more query coming your way. This one is on Vakrangee. Now, we have Mahesh Bhai Yagnik on YouTube. He says that he has shorted shares of Vakrangee in the grey market at an average of 260. He's covered half at 132. And he wants to know where he can cover the full amount of shares. So what shall be done? Let's pull up Vakrangee while we can give some time to Jignesh to take a look at the charts. Now, it's currently at 24.9. So he's clearly making, or rather sitting on a significant profit. That said, Jignesh, what would your short-term outlook be on Vakrangee? Would you advise Mahesh Bhai to book complete profit in the short that he's taken in Vakrangee?
I think yes, over from last around 2-3 months, stock is forming the base and viewer is sitting on a considerable profit. And I think this is indeed a good news in Vakrangee. Somebody sitting on a great profit, although he has sold it in a grey market. But I would suggest him to exit out of the counter and book his profit.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I think today it is around 5% up. Currently, the momentum is looking into the favor of this counter. I think the way the counter is panning currently, it has the next resistance at around 14 some levels, at around 15 some levels. So I think this stock should be held with a stop loss of 13 rupees, 1 rupee below the current price. With a 13 rupees stop loss, I think a viewer can at least see 1550 price. If 1550 is broken out, I think the further upside is also opened, and viewer can test 16 rupees and 17 rupees somewhere down.
We've got a couple of stocks that Mayank Saraf wants to know about. He's invested in Esab and Kena Metal. Kena Metal, he's holding 500 at 650, and Esab he has bought at 770 levels, so he's making a decent profit in both of them. What are the levels that he has to look for in the short to medium term, Jignesh? On the charts, we've got Esab and we've got Kena Metal. In both, he's making a reasonable profit.
I think I can give view on Esab. I'm not tracking the other counter, but Esab, if I say the currently stock has gained a lot of momentum. It has a stop loss at around 860 level, and viewer can at least look for 960 to come on the chart, because 960 is the earlier resistance. 960 is the level that this counter has tested a few times in last 2 months. So 960 is a reasonable target for this counter. And 860 or 850 should be the stop loss on this counter Esab.
These counters, what levels are you watching out for, and would you advise the viewer to go short on these stocks?
I think I would not advise to go short on UPL, because UPL is currently trading with a upside momentum, and it has a stop loss at around 764 level. So until and unless 764 is taken out downside, there is no bearish view on this counter. And even if you see on the longer term chart, the counter has formed a W pattern, which is inverted head and shoulder. So UPL is not a good pick for short sell. If I see the chart of Federal Bank, I think currently even the Federal Bank structure is quite positive. With a stop loss of around 79, I think stock is going towards 83, 84 levels. So both the stocks from my side is not a bearish view. I think a viewer should consider bullish view rather on both this counter.
It's crucial simple moving averages. What would you advise the viewer to do with his position right now?
I think stock is consistently making lower tops and lower bottoms. Not only that, on a medium-term chart, it has broken its support line, brutally with good volumes, and currently the momentum is also not good. So I would not suggest to hold this counter or look for the fresh entry. I think this counter has a falling trend line level at around 1800 some level, so quite away from the current level. So until and unless it is breaking above 1800 levels, there will not be any bullish signal on the charts.
All right, let's accommodate as many questions as possible. We've got the first one for you, Jignesh. Can you pull up Mindtree while we talk about it? We've got a question from Abhinash Pradhan. What is the short-term view on Mindtree? It's currently 1.2% higher at about 848.
I think Mindtree is going towards 910 some levels. It should be held with a stop loss of 835.
This one is for you. How are you seeing trade on Oriental Bank?
Oriental Bank looks positive on the chart because it has gone quite down, but it has a support at around 85 some levels. So currently should be held with a stop loss of 85 and target should be around 113.